Hey guys, Richard here. So in this review, I want to talk to you about AudioBook Mojo. Now this is a product by Team Blackbelt and it's due to be released on the 26th of November. Now this is a product that promises you one-click software that turns any text into high-quality audiobook or podcast in 30 seconds. The idea here is, guys, you're going to produce these audiobooks and then you can sell them on places like Fiverr or Upwork, or obviously use them yourself. So we are going to jump inside. I'll show you the software. I'll show you exactly what this is going to do for you. And then we'll come back to the sales page. I'll talk to you a little bit more about this method overall and some of the elements of this sales page you need to be very aware of before you decide to buy any kind of products off vendors like these. So guys, if you haven't been over to my channel before, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you're interested in these types of honest reviews, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can let you know whenever I produce new videos. And guys, if you're serious and you want to build a $100 a day business online with affiliate marketing, go ahead and check out the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, and we'll get you started straight away. So guys, let's jump straight into the actual software here. So basically, this is a dashboard that's got some random numbers on here. I've looked into the back end of this website and these are just kind of made up numbers. I'm not sure they're being auto-generated from anywhere. But if you want to create an ebook, basically you're going to come in here and you're going to be creating these types of ebooks. Now, one thing I will say on these are not very good quality ebooks. I can tell you that from a start just by looking at these front pages. If I actually look at some of these ebooks, this technology for actually creating them is very, very cheap. It's not like having some really nice software like Beacon, which is one that I've used a lot. I'll leave a link in the description below over to Beacon. And this is a really, really nice ebook generator with all of these different functionalities on it. You can get it for free. You can have $9.50 per month, or you can get $24 per month, different forms of membership. I'll leave the link to this below and you can go check this out. This is a proper ebook maker. There's so much functionality when you actually start digging into this and start creating your ebooks that is much, much better than this. You can see there's so much on here that you can actually do with this. But that's Beacon. Let's go back to AudioBook Mojo. I think the main selling point of this was actually the second thing here, was this audiobook piece. So the idea is you're going to come in here, you're going to select a language, and this is just a text to audio software. And the idea is you're just going to put some text in here and it's going to change it into audio. So if I just go and grab some text, I've just got this dog training one here. Let's see what it sounds like. And the idea is I can preview up to 50 words.
Successful training is a rewarding part of dog ownership, as well as a lovely way for the two of you to bond and build a good relationship. Whether young or old, all dogs can benefit from learning some basic commands.
Successful training is a rewarding part of dog ownership, as well as a lovely way for the two of you to bond and build a good relationship.
Dog training. Successful training is a rewarding part of dog ownership, as well as a lovely way for the two of you to bond and build a good relationship. Whether young or old, all dogs can benefit.
So actually it does work, right? And the problem I have with a lot of this stuff, even Speechcello, which is a better quality software than this, but it is at the end of the day a very robotic voice. They don't have the emphasis that people have when they're speaking. It's not very natural. And when you go to places like Fiverr and Upwork, they're actually people that are doing live narration. They're not using software like this. So when you're trying to sell these types of audiobooks, if that's what you want to do with it, that's going to be a bit problematic because you're going against people with, quite honestly, very, very good speaking voices and they're live. So it's going to be much better. But it does work, right? And I guess there is some use for this if you're in a country where you don't speak English and you're struggling, you want to build some kind of small video and you want one of these types of voices to help you, that's fine. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to compete against those proper sellers on places like Fiverr. They're not using these types of softwares. They're using their own voice. I'm just being realistic. The idea is, though, you would synthesize this file and it's going to give you this file, and basically all you do is download it and then you can use this on those various platforms. That's pretty much what this product is. Now, I'm not aware of any limits on this. This is the actual review version I've got here, but usually there's limits on the amount of text to speech files that you can generate in 1 month because it does use a lot of server capacity when you're doing this. But that's pretty much what the product is. The other things you can do here is you can do an image to text application where you go and get an image with text on it and you actually translate it into text. So let's go and try that out. So there you go, it does work. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and there it gives you the actual text back there, which is, you know, very interesting. If you want to pay $17 to get this functionality, that's cool. But at the end of the day, that's got a kind of limited use on it, but it does work. You know, there's no real argument over that. Next is this cover maker piece. Now this piece of software, or this part of the software, has been on so many different products. It's just a very, very simple version that you can use to make different types of images. You can just go onto Canva and do this. You don't really need software like that, but that's what that's all about. And then there's some text files here. Randomly, these have been put here that you can change and use as articles in books. And then you've got a tutorial here, which is really just a 3-minute demo video. It doesn't really do a lot on here. It's like 3 minutes long is their training. So overall, pretty cheap. Not really anything of any high quality here. The only thing I'd kind of say about this method overall, like I said, is that this is a little bit problematic, that you go into Fiverr and Upwork, a place like that, and you've just got to be realistic, guys. You've got to be understanding that you're against really, really professional guys there that don't use these types of software. They actually use their own voices. And if you want to go down the route of doing this, then try and do something in your own language and just speak in your own language. It would be much more beneficial for you in the long run than trying to use software like this. If I just go back to the sales page, just a couple of bits of annoyance on this sales page. They're using their testimonials as Facebook posts. So when I look at some of these Facebook posts on here, you think, well, these must be genuine because obviously Team Blackbelt has got Art Flair's picture there. You know, it all looks very, very genuine to me. If I go on to a previous product of theirs, though, the same type of posts are turning up on this previous product called Travel Mojo. For instance, just this one here from Randy B. Sampson. I've been running a few online businesses at the same time for a few years now. With very little time to implement new things. That's why AudioBook Mojo is perfect for me. On here, Randy B. Sampson. I'm running an online business for a few years now and I've always needed new passive streams of income. Travel Mojo is perfect for that. There's just too similar, guys. And there's others underneath that are very, very similar. Now, you can get software that allows you to make these fake posts. This here is called GenerateStatus.com. And basically you can generate all of the posts. You can have your person's photo there, completely made up photos here, actually likes and other things underneath here. If you want all the likes here, all you do is you have a like, a love, a haha, a wow, an angry. All of this is ready for you, and it's a product called GenerateStatus.com. So my gut tells me that these aren't genuine, because if they were, they wouldn't be so similar. I'm seeing too many that are exactly the same words, just slightly differently ordered, and it just doesn't seem right to me. Even some of these pictures here, that is an AI picture there. I know that for a fact. That is an AI picture there. You can tell by the background. I've seen these 1,000 times before. I don't think these are genuine, right? So I've seen this before from these types of vendors. They're just making up testimonials. Warrior Plus apparently next year are going to bring out a policy where you have to have video proof of these types of testimonials and any kind of financial proof. Hopefully they do implement that. That will help us a lot, because it will clean up this industry and not have people just making things up. And there's lots of other products that do that. It's just not these vendors, but it just seems to get past the Warrior Plus compliance department all the time. So all in all, guys, I think the method overall is a bit problematic because it is going to be a lot of competition you have. So I wouldn't really recommend this. I think the software does work. It's not going to be something that I completely pan, but at the end of the day, I just don't think that this type of method is going to work for you long term. I think there's better ways you can spend your time building a business online. With that said, if you're interested in building a $100 a day business online with affiliate marketing, go ahead and check out the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell and give me a like if this review was of value to you. Until next time, guys, take care.